good morning, afternoon, evening. Every day, life offers us a choice. We can settle for comfort, or we can step into the challenge, the unknown, the uncomfortable, and push ourselves to be better than we were yesterday. Progress doesn't happen by accident. It happens when we decide to go after it relentlessly every single day. Today, I want to share why pushing yourself daily isn't just an option, it's a responsibility. A responsibility to your potential, to the people counting on you, and to the legacy you want to leave behind. Dreams are powerful. They give us a vision of what could be, a glimpse of the life we aspire to create. But dreaming alone is not enough. Too many people get caught up in the fantasy of success, imagining the rewards but never putting in the effort. A dream without action is like a car. Without fuel, it won't take you anywhere. To turn a dream into reality, you must match your ambition with work, and not just ordinary work, but relentless, focused, and intentional effort. Dreaming big means setting your sights on goals that scare you, goals that stretch your imagination. But working bigger means taking those aspirations and grinding for them daily, even when it's inconvenient, even when you're tired, and even when the odds seem stacked against you. It's easy to talk about dreams, everyone does it. But the real measure of your commitment is in your actions. What are you willing to sacrifice? What excuses are you prepared to silence? What habits are you ready to break? Working bigger requires consistency. It's not about grand gestures once in a while. It's about showing up every day, putting in the work, and refusing to let setbacks derail your progress. It's about learning, adapting, and evolving, because the path to your dreams will rarely be a straight line. The obstacles are not there to stop you, they are there to test your resolve. When you dream big but work bigger, you separate yourself from the crowd. You show the world and yourself that you are not just a dreamer, but a doer. Your work becomes the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Comfort is deceptive. It feels good in the moment, but it is a trap. When we choose comfort, we're choosing to stay where we are, to resist change, and to avoid the challenges that would push us to become better. Comfort keeps us locked in a cycle of mediocrity, where we don't experience true growth, because we're not stretching ourselves, we're not testing our limits. And without challenge, there is no progress. The truth is, growth happens outside of your comfort zone. When you're too comfortable, you stop evolving, you stop learning, and you stop pushing your boundaries. Think about it. When was the last time you achieved something meaningful while sitting back and doing what's easy? The greatest accomplishments in life, whether personal, professional, or relational, have always come from moments of discomfort, from pushing past fear, self-doubt, and the desire to avoid struggle. Comfort makes us complacent. It tricks us into thinking we've reached our potential. But what we fail to see is that potential is not a destination, it's a journey. And that journey demands discomfort. The discomfort of learning something new, of tackling a project you're not fully prepared for, of having difficult conversations, of failing and getting back up again. Every time you step out of your comfort zone, you gain strength, resilience, and wisdom. You refine your character and enhance your skills. You evolve into someone capable of handling bigger challenges and achieving greater successes. Growth requires risk, and risk often feels uncomfortable. But when you're willing to step into that discomfort, that's where the magic happens. Whether it's pushing your body to the limit, learning a new skill, or confronting your own fears and insecurities, the moments that make you uncomfortable are the moments that forge your growth. It's in those moments that you build the strength to break through your limitations. Motivation might get you started, but discipline is what carries you through. It's easy to act when you're excited, when the fire is burning bright, and everything feels new and full of possibility. But what happens on the days when you don't feel like it? When you're tired, frustrated, or overwhelmed? Those are the moments that separate those who succeed from those who don't. Discipline steps in when motivation falters. It's the habit of showing up, of doing the work, no matter how you feel or what distractions life throws your way. Discipline isn't glamorous. It doesn't rely on bursts of energy or emotional highs. It's built on consistency, structure, and commitment. It's about making the decision to stick to your plan, to honor your promises to yourself, and to stay focused on your long-term vision, even when the short-term feels tough. Discipline doesn't ask if you're in the mood, it demands action regardless of your feelings. It's waking up early to train when the bed feels too warm. It's staying late to finish the work when everyone else has gone home. It's choosing to stick to your values and your goals when temptation whispers in your ear. Developing discipline is not easy. It's a skill, a muscle that strengthens with use. It begins with small, deliberate choices, setting routines, managing your time, and holding yourself accountable. Over time, those choices compound, transforming into habits that become second nature. Discipline creates momentum, and that momentum pushes you forward, even on the hardest days. While motivation relies on external triggers and inspiring speech, a moving story or a moment of clarity, discipline is internal. It's rooted in your own decision to commit no matter what. It's not about feeling like it's about doing it. It's about creating a standard for yourself and refusing to settle for less. Discipline is the foundation of excellence, and without it, even the most inspired moments will fade away before they bear fruit. Motivation is a spark, but discipline is the engine that keeps the fire burning. It's the steady, relentless drive that transforms ambition into achievement. It's the difference between dreaming about success and actually living it. Failure is often misunderstood. Many people see it as a sign to stop, a reason to quit, or evidence that they're not good enough. But the truth is, failure is one of the most powerful tools for growth, if you learn to see it that way. Failing forward means embracing failure not as an end, but as a stepping stone, a necessary part of the journey towards success. Every successful person you admire has failed. And not just once, they've failed repeatedly, sometimes spectacularly. What sets them apart is not that they avoided failure, but that they learned from it, adjusted and kept going. Failure is feedback. It's life's way of teaching you what doesn't work so you can find out what does. Each mistake, each setback, and each misstep carries a lesson, a piece of wisdom you couldn't gain any other way. To fail forward is to take those lessons and use them as fuel for your next attempt. When you fail forward, you're not just falling down, you're falling in the direction of progress. It means owning your mistakes, reflecting on them, and using them to refine your approach. It's about resilience, about getting back up with more clarity, more determination, and a better understanding of what it takes to succeed. Failing forward doesn't mean being reckless or careless. It means taking calculated risks, knowing that even if you stumble, you'll be better off than if you never tried at all. Failure forces you to confront your weaknesses, and that's a good thing. It shows you where you need to grow, where you need to improve, and where you need to push yourself harder. Without failure, there's no progress, because there's no challenge. And without challenge, there's no growth. Failing forward also builds your character. It teaches humility, perseverance, and the value of hard work. It reminds you that success isn't given, it's earned through effort, resilience, and a willingness to learn. To fail forward requires a mindset shift. Instead of fearing failure, you must embrace it. Understand that failing doesn't make you a failure, it makes you human. What defines you is how you respond to it. Do you give up, or do you rise up? Do you let it break you, or do you let it shape you into something stronger? When you fail forward, you turn setbacks into setups for comebacks. Each failure becomes a rung on the ladder, lifting you closer to your goals. It's not about avoiding failure, it's about using it. It's about turning every no into an opportunity for growth, every disappointment into a chance to come back smarter, stronger, and more prepared than before. The people you surround yourself with have a profound impact on your mindset, your habits, and ultimately your success. They can either lift you up, pushing you to new heights, or hold you down, keeping you from reaching your potential. That's why it's crucial to surround yourself with elevators, people who challenge you, inspire you, and help you become the best version of yourself. Elevators are those individuals who encourage growth and push you to go further than you thought possible. They see your potential, even when you don't, and they aren't afraid to hold you accountable. These are the friends, mentors, and colleagues who challenge your excuses, call you out when you're slacking, and remind you of your goals when you feel like giving up. They elevate your thinking, your work ethic, and your standards. When you're surrounded by elevators, you're constantly exposed to new ideas, perspectives, and levels of excellence. These people motivate you by their own example. They set the bar high and inspire you to rise to meet it. Whether it's a friend who's relentlessly pursuing their dreams, a mentor who shares wisdom gained from their own struggles, or a teammate who refuses to settle for mediocrity, their energy is contagious. They show you what's possible and challenge you to believe in yourself. But elevators do more than just inspire you, they also challenge you to grow. They don't just tell you what you want to hear, they tell you what you need to hear. If you're slacking, they'll call you out. If you're stuck in a rut, they'll push you to try something new. And if you're doing well, they'll encourage you to aim even higher. Their honesty, support, and constructive criticism help you level up in ways you couldn't achieve on your own. Being surrounded by elevators also helps you maintain focus. In a world full of distractions and negativity, these people keep you grounded and focused on your priorities. They remind you of your why and help you stay on track, even when the journey gets tough. They celebrate your victories, but they also stand by you in moments of doubt and failure, reminding you that setbacks are just part of the process. Choosing to surround yourself with elevators means being intentional about your relationships. It requires seeking out people who inspire you and distancing yourself from those who drain your energy, discourage your dreams, or feed into negativity. This doesn't mean cutting everyone out of your life. It means setting boundaries and prioritizing the connections that help you grow. Elevators bring out the best in you, but they also remind you to be an elevator for others. When you surround yourself with people who lift you up, you're more likely to pay it forward, creating a cycle of growth and positivity. By lifting others, you reinforce your own growth and contribute to an environment where everyone rises together. In the pursuit of success, it's easy to fixate on the prize, the reward, the recognition, the end result that symbolizes achievement. But focusing solely on the outcome can lead to frustration, burnout, and even failure. True success lies not in obsessing over the destination, but in embracing the journey. The process, the daily effort, and the small victories along the way are what ultimately shape your growth and bring the results you desire. The process is where the real work happens. It's the countless hours of practice, the late nights of preparation, and the moments when no one is watching. It's in these quiet, often uncelebrated moments that skills are honed, resilience is built, and character is forged. Focusing on the process means dedicating yourself to the steps required to get better every day. It's about showing up consistently, putting in the work, and trusting that the results will follow in time. When you're overly fixated on the prize, setbacks and obstacles can feel devastating. You might lose motivation if progress feels slow or if the finish line seems too far away. But when you focus on the process, you shift your perspective. Each challenge becomes an opportunity to learn, adapt, and grow. You begin to value the small wins, the incremental improvements that over time add up to monumental change. Focusing on the process also keeps you present. Instead of constantly looking ahead to the reward, you're immersed in the task at hand. This presence allows you to perform at your best, to give your full attention to the moment, and to find joy in the work itself. Whether you're learning a new skill, working on a project, or striving toward a personal goal, the process becomes a source of fulfillment, not just a means to an end. The process teaches patience. Success doesn't happen overnight, and the path to any meaningful goal is rarely a straight line. There will be detours, setbacks, and moments of doubt. But when you focus on the process, you learn to appreciate the journey. You understand that each step, no matter how small, is moving you closer to your goal. The discipline of sticking to the process, even when progress is invisible, builds the perseverance needed to sustain long-term success. Moreover, the process allows for continuous growth. The prize is finite. It's a moment, a milestone, but the process is ongoing. When you fall in love with the process, you realize that the journey itself is the most valuable part. It's where you develop the skills, habits, and mindset that will serve you in all areas of life. The lessons you learn and the person you become during the process are far more important than the trophy at the end. Focusing on the process also helps you avoid the trap of comparison. When you're fixated on the prize, it's easy to measure your progress against others and feel discouraged if you're not keeping up. But the process is personal. It's your journey, your effort, and your growth. By focusing on what you can control, your actions, your attitude, and your commitment, you free yourself from the pressure of external expectations. Finally, focusing on the process ensures that success is sustainable. If you're only chasing the prize, you might reach it and find yourself feeling empty or unfulfilled. But when you value the process, you create habits and systems that set you up for continued success. You realize that the journey doesn't end with the achievement of a goal. It evolves as you set new challenges and continue to grow. Success requires hunger, a relentless drive to achieve, to grow, and to push beyond your limits. Hunger is the fuel that keeps you striving for more, even when the odds are against you. It's the desire to wake up every day and give your all, to chase your goals with unwavering determination. But while hunger propels you forward, humility keeps you grounded. It ensures that your ambition is balanced by self-awareness, respect for others, and a willingness to learn. The combination of hunger and humility is a powerful formula for sustained success and meaningful growth. To be hungry means never settling for mediocrity. It's about wanting more, not in a selfish or greedy way, but in a way that reflects your belief in your potential. Hunger drives you to set ambitious goals, take risks, and embrace challenges. It pushes you to work harder, smarter, and longer than you thought possible. It's the voice inside you that says, I can do better, even after you've accomplished something great. Hunger is what separates those who dream from those who do. It transforms aspirations into action and potential into results. But hunger alone can be dangerous if it's not tempered by humility. Without humility, hunger can turn into arrogance, a belief that you're better than others or that you've got nothing left to learn. Arrogance blinds you to feedback, closes you off to new opportunities, and creates a false sense of invincibility. It can alienate the people who might otherwise support you and lead to a downfall when you're faced with a challenge you can't overcome on your own. Humility, on the other hand, keeps you open. It reminds you that no matter how much you've achieved, there's always more to learn, more room to grow, and more ways to improve. Humility helps you appreciate the journey and the people who have supported you along the way. It allows you to acknowledge your mistakes and take responsibility for them, rather than deflecting blame or making excuses. The humble mindset is what turns failures into lessons and challenges into opportunities for growth. Being hungry but staying humble means striking a balance. It's about chasing success with intensity while remembering that success is not solely about personal achievement. It's about recognizing the value of teamwork, collaboration, and the contributions of others. It means celebrating your wins, but never letting them inflate your ego to the point where you stop striving for better. Humility ensures that your hunger doesn't consume you or blind you to the bigger picture. When you're hungry and humble, you stay adaptable. Hunger keeps you reaching for the next level, while humility allows you to pivot when things don't go as planned. You're not afraid to ask for help, to admit when you don't have all the answers, or to take advice from someone with more experience. This combination of drive and openness makes you not only more effective, but also more likable and approachable, a quality that attracts opportunities and allies. Being hungry but staying humble also means keeping your success in perspective. No matter how much you achieve, there's always a higher goal to strive for and more people you can impact. Humility reminds you to give back, to mentor others, and to use your success to create positive change in the world. It keeps your hunger aligned with a greater purpose, ensuring that your ambitions don't just serve yourself, but also contribute to something bigger. The world respects those who are relentless in their pursuit of excellence, but who remain grounded in their humanity. When you're hungry but humble, you become a force of nature driven, resilient, and endlessly curious, yet respectful, approachable, and eager to learn. You embody the best of both worlds, the fire to achieve and the grace to appreciate the journey. Life is not just about what you achieve while you're here, it's about the mark you leave behind. Leaving a legacy means creating something that outlives you, something that continues to make an impact long after you're gone. It's about contributing to the world in a way that matters, inspiring others, and setting an example for future generations. A legacy is not built overnight. It's the sum of the choices you make, the lives you touch, and the values you uphold throughout your journey. Leaving a legacy starts with living with intention. It's about asking yourself what you stand for and what you want to be remembered for. Is it the kindness you show to others? The knowledge you passed on? The courage you demonstrated in the face of challenges? Defining your legacy gives purpose to your actions and ensures that your life is guided by principles that matter. It's not just about accumulating wealth or accolades, it's about how you use your time, energy, and resources to make a positive difference. A true legacy is built on impact, not possessions. While material success may fade, the influence you have on people's lives endures. It's in the lessons you teach your children, the mentorship you provide to those who follow, and the example you set through your actions. Leaving a legacy means sharing your wisdom, encouraging others to dream bigger, and helping them believe in their own potential. It's about lifting others up and creating opportunities for them to succeed. Legacy also means taking responsibility for the world around you. It's about contributing to your community, your field, or even the planet in a meaningful way. Whether it's through acts of service, innovation, or advocacy, the impact you make doesn't have to be monumental to be meaningful. Even small acts of kindness, generosity, and leadership can create ripples that extend far beyond what you might imagine. Leaving a legacy requires thinking long-term. It's not just about immediate gratification or short-term wins, it's about building something lasting. This might mean investing in relationships, creating systems or institutions that help others, or planting seeds of change that may not bear fruit in your lifetime. A legacy is a testament to the idea that life is bigger than any one person, and that our actions can contribute to a future we may never fully see. Your legacy is also shaped by how you face adversity. It's in how you handle failure, how you treat others in tough times, and how you stay true to your values when tested. People remember not just what you accomplish, but how you accomplish it. Your character, integrity, and resilience become a significant part of the legacy you leave. As you move forward. Remember this: every choice you make, every effort you put in, and every moment you dedicate to growth shapes your story. Push yourself every day, not because it's easy, but because it's necessary. Dream big, but let your actions speak louder than your ambitions. Stay disciplined when motivation fades, embrace failure as a stepping stone, and surround yourself with those who elevate you. Focus on the process, keep your hunger alive, stay humble, and work each day to leave a legacy that outlasts your time here. The path ahead won't always be smooth, but it will always be worth it. Keep climbing, keep striving, and keep growing. Because the greatest rewards come to those who are relentless in their pursuit of excellence and unshakable in their belief that they can achieve greatness. Now go and show the world what's possible.